going to turn and beat and go back to the middle, they still have to go over you. If they go baseline, you have to go over them. So that's the first step. And the more you do it, the better we're going to get at actually getting our hands on that ball. And some of you are getting the ball, but that is exactly the trick. Not only do you run ahead, but as soon as you get ahead, attack that ball and attack it low. Because what we don't want to do is give the guy a chance to double clutch you. Because a lot of times, if you just run ahead and don't attack the ball, what a lot of smart dribbles do is they'll slow down, you'll slow down, and then they'll go by you again the second time. Now, if you're taking an angle to get ahead of them, as soon as they slow down, you're going after that ball. So that's not going to be an option for them to try to use a change of speed. Okay, are we good with that? Yep. All right, good, excellent. Now, next drill, this is going to be now making sure we understand how to effectively double team. I teach this a little differently, and once we understand how to do this, any two players on your team should be able to trap any single dribble that you're going to go against. So we can take the two slowest guys, and they'll be able to trap the best ball handler on this team almost every single time. Okay? For this drill to work, I need you guys to get into groups of no less than 3. So we'll go 3 groups here, 1 ball per group, and I'll show you the drill really quickly. Good. And don't worry about matching up size or speed. You should be able to trap anybody. Each group needs 1 ball. Let's get the other ones out of the way. Yes. All right, now, all we are going to need is 1/3 of a badminton court to run this drill. So I will use this group right here to help you demonstrate. What I need is 1 player without a basketball to stand right on the end of the badminton court, straddling the midline. I need a 2nd player with the ball to straddle that same midline facing him. And I need a 3rd player on the tee here, straddling that line as well. Now, if you have 4, the 4th guy will just rotate in. Okay? Now, what's going to happen in this drill is as soon as you hand him the ball, and just wait on that, his job is going to be to try to dribble across the badminton attack line that you're standing on. If he makes it over that line, he wins. Once we get this right, he should never win. Now, your outside boundaries is going to be the wide badminton court. So you're outside of the double line. Everybody understand that? Okay, good. So then the only thing we need to worry about now is I'm going to give you 3 things that I want you to focus on and 3 things that I want you to focus on. If you do it right, we'll be successful. Now to start, just while we get going here, I don't want anyone to spin out yet. Okay, I will let you spin out very quickly, but we're going to start out by just making sure we get the actual trap technique down. So, when you're at the front, the 3 things that you need to do in any kind of a trapping situation is number 1, I have to dictate which way he goes, not him. If you're going to play a guy square up, there are just too many options on how you're going to get beat. So we want to get a little bit angled. We want to have those hands projected. And what I like to teach is what we call touch or turn defense. And what touch or turn defense means is if my offensive player is facing forward, facing the basket, then I am actively attacking the bottom half of the basketball. If he turns to protect it, then I leave him alone. All right? Because if I want to get him into a point where that's his comfort zone, he knows that if he turns, everything will be all right and everything will be safe. Because after a while, they'll just start doing that automatically. And if he starts turning his body, he now eliminated his ability to shoot, and his ability to eliminate his ability to attack one side of the floor. So now everybody knows who's going to be next. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to attack on that ball. Good. And now once he's turned, all I'm doing in this position is anticipating where's that ball going to be if he squares up. So if he squares up, I'm going hard after the bottom half of that ball the moment he squares up. Okay? So that's the first thing. Turn him so I force one direction. Second, under no circumstances do we foul this guy. Okay, if we're going to foul him, get it over with right now, and let's not waste bringing a guy off his check if you're going to foul him anyways. And number 3, we just talked about never, ever let that shoulder slip. Okay? I generally expect that all of my players should be able to stay ahead of the shoulder on any player they cover for 3 dribbles. I don't expect anyone to be able to hang on to the guy more than 3 dribbles. If I can't get help there by the 4th dribble, then that's not your problem anymore. Okay? So, we're going to get up on you tight here, and then as soon as he attacks, just make sure you stay head and shoulder no matter what. Simple enough? Yeah. Okay, good. Can you take your spot for a second? Just let him take his first dribble out here to the side. Perfect. Now, this is already asking for trouble. Here, right? You can even be into this position, but if you even stick that arm out, we're going to have a problem. Okay? Can I get you guys over on this side for a minute? Good. Now we've got him channeled the way we want. In all our trapping situations, the lead person is going to get into that position. Now, here is where I teach the trap totally different than almost everybody else. The first thing I want you to do if you're trapping is come over till you can get your inside leg and line it up on the ball. Do not line up on the man. Do not line up nose on the ball. Line up your inside foot on the ball. Take your inside hand, turn it palm up, and put it in front of your leg, and then you are going to charge that ball. If you line it up on that foot, you can run right through the ball, and you'll never touch it. Okay? So instead of me standing here, and he knows when he's going to arrive at the trap, I'm coming here, and I'm coming aggressively after that ball. And a guy who's dribbling with his shoulders forward accelerating won't be able to pick it up before you get there. So once they've turned it over once or twice, they're paranoid to even try to accelerate past you because they know if they start to put those shoulders down, that trap will get to the ball before they can pick it up, and they're going to have a problem. Okay? So if you just back it up here for a sec, I'm going to let you see if you're doing your job first. I want him to beat you to this line. Let him beat you to this line, but he doesn't get past your shoulder. Okay? Go ahead. Okay, now hold on. Which way do you want to go? Okay, well then you better overplay him more. Because you can't even go that way, right? Tip your hands in front of you. Good. Good. Okay, good. Let's do that again. Now I'm going to show you this is my part. I'll do my part, you do yours. Alright. So put that ball right in. If you didn't have time to pick it up, you turn it around and that ball is in my hands. And if I don't have to worry about his body being in the way, I chip that the right way, I've still got a full head of steam going up the court, and he's 3 steps behind me before he has a chance to turn around. Okay? So we're going to do exactly that. All right? You want to try the second mat? I'll just take the front spot here once. Oh, you're going to do that spot. So you ready to go here? So it's just here. You're already up. Stay in your court. Okay, keep going. No. See, you went hand, you didn't line up your foot. Foot first, otherwise it's going to be body on body. Get over and then up. Don't go diagonally with the ball. Okay? Good. You can use any ends of a badminton court. Rotate every three turns. Get all the way over so your foot is there and then now it's not diagonal.
Back up. Take a look.
If we go slow motion here, I get over and then turn up the court. Okay, you're going to run across until your foot's in line, and then you turn up and get in the ball. Yes?
What if the person trapping, like let's say he's dribbling with his right, and I know this might not often happen, but like he's dribbling.
If he dribbles with that, he's going to take it. Because he's right here.
Yeah. I'm just thinking that he's just going to like, since this guy's like trapping already, he's going to like pick it up faster. And then we're just going to have a regular trap, right?
If he picks it up, you don't even need to come, right? If he's going to use that arm, we don't even need the second guy. Here's what it comes down to. Come over here. I don't care. Okay? As far as you're concerned, this arm is the only thing that exists. The nice thing when we teach this is I can tell you 100% of the time whose fault it is if he gets out of this. If he gets out of it with this arm, it is always your fault. If he gets out of this situation with this arm, it is always your fault. So if he goes wide, what arm is he going to be using? That one. If he's going to go through the middle, what arm is he going to be? That one. And then what I'm going to show you next is, if I'm here and I spin out, whose arm is this? And that's what we're going to get to here next. Okay? So no spinning out yet.